Hi gang, welcome to my new cooking channel, apparently. I'm just kidding, we're not becoming a cooking channel, but we are cooking today, again. I am trying something new and I thought I would take you on that journey with me. So this really doesn't have anything to do with nutrition or dieting, other than the fact that it's food. So for those of you that don't know, I'm half Lebanese and I grew up eating Lebanese food all the time. And we had 2 takeout restaurants that were like, just so good. That's Thomas. Since moving to LA, I have had a hard time finding something that meets my standards. And I have found a couple places that are good, except in the grape leaf department. I have not, since moving to California, I have not had a single grape leaf that was good. And so, because I haven't been able to find one that met my standards, I said, I just gotta learn how to make them myself. So, I have never made grape leaves before in my life. And so I wrote home, AKA I texted home, and I got my family grape leaf recipe. And listen, this could be a disaster and they could be no better than the grape leaves I'm getting at all the restaurants around me, or it could maybe go well and I will finally be able to eat a grape leaf that meets my standards, not on the East Coast. All right, let's do it, right? Okay, step 1, let's get all the ingredients. Ooh. I do a lot of my food shopping at an international supermarket. A, it's cheaper. B, it has the foods I like. You know, they've got grape leaves, they've got these Lebanese pitas that I love. They've got za'atar bread by the batch. Like anyway, so I do go to an international market and that is where I got the grape leaves. Everything else I got at a regular supermarket, except these lemons, which I picked off a tree in the backyard. You wanna see my lemons up close? Don't be dirty. And no, it's just a lemon, it's not a ball. Lamb, yum. Gently now. There's my ½ cup rice. How much can the type of rice affect a recipe, right? Like jasmine, brown rice, long grain, blah, 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 I don't know. Okay. So we've got allspice, we've got cinnamon, and we've got salt. A little lemon juice. Ask me why I need both. I don't know, I'm just doing what I'm told. There's all my ingredients. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna soak the rice. I just put my rice in a Tupperware and put some water in it and we're gonna let that soak. Moved all my other stuff out of the way. Now we've got the jar of grape leaves. And we are going to get a plate and we're gonna separate them. I can't open the jar. I really can't open the jar. Oh, wow. That was a fight. Okay, all right, okay. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, they kinda, if I unroll the section, they're kinda all kind of laid out like that. Thomas? Oh, geez. Should I wring them out a little? That's a lot of juice that just came out. Unroll these. I don't think we have to make a pretty pile. That's gonna be so tedious. Time to mix our stuffing. I say mix our meat, but we're mixing the stuffing for the whole thing, so. All right, there we go. The lamb is in the bowl. First, we'll add our cinnamon. And we're just gonna do a thin layer of cinnamon, I guess. That seems like a good amount. I'm don't friggin' know. Now we have to do the allspice, but it's not ground up yet. But I have this. Now how do I get the spice in there? Oh, interesting. That's not what I thought it was gonna smell like. Oh, okay. No, not as bad as I thought. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We are in business now, baby. That seems like probably too much if I'm being honest, so we'll just put that down. And now we'll do a little salt. Now I gotta add the rice. Rice is drained. We'll dump it in. Tyson, excuse me. You know what? It's starting to smell like smells that I remember. It's starting to smell like my great-grandmother's house, honestly. She used to make a lot of hush wheat, which I think is just the, I think it just means like stuffing. I think it's just the stuff that goes inside grape leaves, but we would also eat it just like as a rice and meat mixture outside of grape leaves. So, just for organizational purposes, we're going to roll them and put them on a cookie sheet. Okay. Meat, leaves, tray. We'll do one at a time on the tray. So we'll take the first leaf. All right, so I'm gonna take a tablespoon of mixture. I'm sure when they say that, it's like not exact, but I'm really trying not to ruin this. We'll put it in the middle. Wow, that's so small, but okay. And then you roll the bottom up and the sides in. Oh, but not too tight because the rice has to have room to expand. So bottom up, sides in, trying to do it all a little loosey-goosey. And then also, I was told to just roll it up like a cigar, as if that's something I've done before. Here's my very first rolled grape leaf. Isn't she cute? Okay, one down. I don't know how many left, but this is exciting. But I also feel like the hardest part is still to come. I do not think that mixing some meat and rolling up a leaf is gonna be the hard part. I think it's gonna be cooking them properly. But we'll see. Okay, we did it. We rolled all our grape leaves and we have 27 grape leaves. So the next step, roll and place on a cookie sheet. Get a big pot. Get a big pot and put a few leaves on the bottom of the pot. Should I get a smaller pot? I feel like I should. All right, we're switching pots. We're gonna switch pots. Okay, here's our new pot. This is a new pot. The leaves on the bottom. Now we're gonna stack our leaves. Add a half a cup of concentrated lemon juice. Okay, got a half cup of my lemon juice. We'll just pour this over. All right, now I've got to squeeze 2 lemons in there. This feels like a lot of lemon juice, but I guess it'll boil off, right? Or I'm gonna have the most lemony grape leaves there ever was. Right now my leaves are just glistening with lemon juice. So now I'm supposed to add water to just slightly covering these. Okay, all right. I feel good about this. This is okay. Now, I got the water and then put the lemon rinds on top of the leaves. All right. And a glass plate on top of the lemon rinds. All right, so we've got the plate on top of the lemon rinds. Bring water to a full boil and then reduce to a low heat for about 30 minutes. Wow, this is a heavy pot. I'm gonna clean up while I wait for this water to boil. Okay, we're starting to boil. I apologize for the lawnmower. I forget what to do next. Bring water to a full boil, then reduce to low heat for about 30 minutes. Low heat. And then set our timer for 30 minutes. I probably shouldn't just sit here and stare at the pot for 30 minutes. So, why did my camera choose to focus on Thomas and not me? Excuse me. Hello, camera. My biggest fear is that I, in 30 minutes, am going to lift this plate out of the pot and it will just be a mess of leaves and rice and meat and they'll all have come unraveled. The timer's going off, the timer's going off. Okay, timer. Whew. Should we test one and make sure they're cooked before we drain it? Probably, right? All right, that's what we're gonna do. So here it is, the first grape leaf of its kind. I don't know. Oh my God, it's so good. Honestly, guys, that tastes fucking great. Guys, I made grape leaves and they taste good. I'm very excited. So now we're gonna let the water cool and then I'll drain them and we'll plate them and we'll have a little look-see and we'll talk about the macros and yeah, so we'll be right back. Here are my little leaves. Well, and also these, because I made 27 of them, remember? Anyway, I really feel like these are my babies. I'm so happy. I should probably try one more just to be safe, right? It's like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but these are perfect. I'm very happy. And I feel great about being self-sufficient in terms of making myself Lebanese food. That's exciting to me because it is a food that I love so much. They're not the prettiest, but they taste exactly how I want them to taste, and that's what matters. That goes for most of my cooking, if I'm being honest. So these grape leaves are, per grape leaf, 3 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and 3 grams of carbs. That's not so bad. But it's also fun that like, I can have them now whether I'm tracking or whether I'm not tracking, because now I know. When you make stuff yourself at home, it's just better. And if you are someone who tracks your food, it's also just easier. So yeah, that's that. I made grape leaves from my family's recipe and they're delicious and it reminds me of home and I never have to be disappointed by a grape leaf again. So I hope that was entertaining. I mean, I doubt it was helpful, but I hope it was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you try to make grape leaves, let me know, because it was a fun project for me. And so I hope you guys have fun with it too. And that's that. I'll see you next week.